الله الرحمن الرحيم رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه وقال الله سبحانه وتعالى وكلا وعد الله الحسنى صدق الله العظيم. Last week we talked about Sayyidina Saad ibn Abi Waqas radiyallahu ta'ala, some qualities. So one of his qualities was his target was never missed. It is also the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his dua Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never reject. And why these things are happening? Because he has good soul, pure soul, and in honesty in his faith, and deep in ikhlas, and his ruh is free from all of the sin, and his yaqeen, believedness in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is really firm, and his earning was halal. Because of a little bit doubt, he refused big amount of the money. Big amount of the money. So, in that time, like a lot of wealthy people, so Saad radiyallahu ta'ala, Saad ibn Abi Waqas radiyallahu ta'ala, also he is the one of the wealthy person, but the problem is what? Whenever people become wealthy, very few, their earning is, very like unlawful is more people, and the lawful people are very few. So Saad radiyallahu ta'ala is one of a few people. These two things are gathered in his account. He is a wealthy person also, and his earning is totally lawful and halal. كلما يجتمعان فقد اجتمع بين يدي سعد إذا آتاه الله الكثير الحلال الطيب. Because why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him wealth, like big amount also, and also it's lawful, it's halal. وَلَقَدْ كَانَ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى عَنْهُ Ustadan fi fannil ata. He was ustad and teacher in which subject? Giving. He was teacher. Like the teacher all the time giving the ilm, knowledge, transfer, for the students. So Sayyidina, and the teacher is role model for the students. So Sayyidina Saad ibn Abi Waqas radiyallahu ta'ala, he was role model in which thing? In giving to other people. And kana ustadan fi fann al-intiqa. He was ustad and teacher also in subject of the purifying. How to purify? How to purify the money, he knows this also. He never involved with haram. وَقُدْرَتُهُ عَلَى جَمِيعِ مَالِهِ مِنَ الْحَلَالِ الْخَالِصِ. And he earning the halal money, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him like ability to spend this money in his path and in path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in Hajjatul Wida, the last Hajj of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he became sick. وَذَهَبَ رَسُولُ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمْ يَعُودُهُ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam visited to him and asked about his condition. فَسَأَلَهُ سَعَدْ قَائِلًا. And that time Sa'ad radiyallahu ta'ala was asking, Ya Rasulullah, inni dhu malin. I am wealthy person. وَلَا يَرِثُنِي إِلَّا إِبْنَا. And the one who is inheriting from my wealth is only my one daughter. So, أَفَأَتَصَدَّقُ بِسُلُسِ مَالِي. What do you think? Should I give as a charity all of my mal, or like third of my mal as a charity? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Bisulusai, those two sulus, like 2/3 of mal." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no. And then he said, "Fabinisri, then should I give the half amount of money? Should I give as a charity?" And this is the thing, whatever we think is not it's not good deed. But when it's joined with the ilm of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ilm of Quran, ilm of Hadith, then it's become deen. This is the Sahaba has this thing. Whenever they do something, they ask Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They never follow, their emotional. His emotion is what? He wanted to, give as a charity all the, 2 sulus mal, 2/3 mal, half mal. Rasulullah said, no. So he said, then 1/3. He said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, it's okay. Wa thulusu kathir. And 1/3 is, third amount is too much. Innaka intazara warathataka aghniya. خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَن تَذَرَهُمْ عَالَةً يَتَكَفَّفُونَ النَّاسِ. It's better to you leave your family, your family in condition of wealth is better than they are they are need in other people. This is deen. This is i'tidal, and this is a moderate way. وَإِنَّكَ لَن تُنْفِقَ نَفْقَةً تَبْتَغِي بِهَا وَجْهَ اللَّهِ إِلَّا أُجِرَتْ بِهَا. And whatever charity, whatever spending, if you spend for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will give you reward for this. Even, the food which is you give in your, mouth of your wife, it's also account in reward. Why? Because even you are giving whatever you are spending for your family for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is accounted in sadaqah. It's accounted in sadaqah. So that the thing is like niyat. The niyat and the intention is very important. Not like, ritual, we are like, oh, okay, I am a household, that's why I'm spending money. No. I'm not spending money because I am household. I am spending money on them. Why? Because Allah's command. That's the thing. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us like this. With this intention, so it's accounted sadaqah. Even I am spending, for my family, it's sadaqah. For my kids, it's sadaqah. It's in part of Allah also. The part of Allah meaning is very wide. Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, he used to say, Inna sabilallahi kullu amalin salih. What is the meaning of sabilullah? The sabilullah meaning is kullu amalin salih. Every good deed through, is developed, or you can make alive every good deed is account in Sabilullah. Sabilullah. So here, whatever you spend for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but just like, we should look our niyyat, our intention. And then the third quality he has is وَكَانَ سَعْدًا كَثِيرُ الْبُكَاءِ مِنْ خَشْيَةِ اللَّهِ. Allah Akbar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us this quality. He was so much crying. Why? Because of fearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khashiyah and khawf is different. Khashiyah and khawf is different. Khashiyah means जिससे आप डरते हैं और आप उसी के पास जाते हैं. Khashiyah meaning whoever you have afraid of the person, you are going to him is meaning khashiyah. Khawf meaning is whatever thing you are afraid of, you are running from there. So we have our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is khashiyah. We have fearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but where we go? We going towards Him. So Sayyidina Abdullah bin Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqas radiyallahu ta'ala so much crying. Why? Because he has fearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whenever he listened the advice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam give any advice, any khutbah, fadat aina, the tear is coming out, and all the tear is like fulfilled is all chest. Allah. That's why the crying also very important. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, فَإِن لَمْ تَبْكُوا فَتَبَاكَوْا. If you cannot cry, pretend the one who is crying. Because Allah liked this, crying. Allah liked crying. Allah liked crying. فَإِن لَمْ تَبْكُوا فَتَبَاكَوْا. If you cannot cry, pretend before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's also accounted in crying. It's also accounted in crying. So that's why how to we can cry before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We must our heart must become soft. The heart cannot become soft without remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without azkar, without salah, without staying away from the sin. These things are, and without sacrificing, mujahada, striving for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when we sacrifice for the sake of Allah, the heart becomes soft. When we remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's easy to cry before Allah. Even you are not raising your hand. Before you raising your hand, the tear is coming out. Because heart is soft. وَكَانَ رَجُلًا أُوتِيَ نِعْمَةُ التَّوْفِيقِ وَالْقُبُولِ. Sayyidina, he is the person, he gifted the ni'mat of tawfiq, and wal-qubul, and the ni'mat of the acceptance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These two things are very important. Tawfiq and inspiration, and qubul, acceptance. Acceptance is very important. That's why our Hadith rahimahullah used to say कि हर काम का एक मिजाज होता है कि इस काम का मिजाज ये है कि पहले अपने आप को अल्लाह से कबूल करवाएं. So there is a way to walk the effort of deen. But the main important we need to make effort of deen is before we walk, we have to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acceptance. Sayyidina Ibrahim Ismail salam, after building the Kaaba, they asked from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rabbana taqabbal minna. Taqabbal minna. Qabuliyah. Acceptance. Because if he rejects, where will we go? That's why in hadith, one person, 60, 70 years, he's prayed. In the day of judgment, Allah will say, oh, and no, even one single salat is not accepted. Rabbana, taqabbal minna. After that's why, Sahaba, they have this concern. Okay, this is not good enough. Okay, we did it. After doing, they have concern how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted. That's why dua, that's why adab, and that's why humbleness in our heart. Humbleness in our heart. And what happened? One day Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting with his companions and gazing at the horizon. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in deep thought. And after that, suddenly he looked his companion's face and he said, very soon one person is coming. He is among the people of the Jannah. The people of Jannah. Min ahlil Jannah. Yatlu alaykum al-an rajulun min ahlil Jannah. Very soon one person is coming. He is among the people of the Jannah. Sahaba, very Allah. Oh, who is man? People become Allah. Any actor or actress is coming. Here Sahaba, they became Allah. Who is coming? The Jannati is coming. And everybody is like looking, who is he? Who is he? وَبَعْدَ حِينٍ قَرِيبٍ طَلَعَ عَلَيْهِمْ سَعْدُ بْنُ أَبِي وَقَّاصٍ. After a few moments, the person who appeared is Saad ibn Abi Waqqas. And so Sahaba, they are greedy about good deeds. They have okay. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, about him, he is min ahlil Jannah, the Jannati people. So Sahaba never became hasid, jealousy. They try to get this quality. So what Abdullah bin Amr bin As he did, and he went there and he asked him, can you tell me please what kind of the good deed you have, so then I can follow and I can also become min ahlil Jannah. Any special, any ibadah, any amal. Because you get this glad tidings from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is Sahaba, heart. They have no jealous. If something goodness they see in anybody, they try to achieve it, not they try to become jealousy. Because jealousy is really dangerous, sin. There is a jealousy is, make shaitan became shaitan. Shaitan, why became shaitan? Because he became jealous. He says, I am made with fire, and Sayyidina Adam is made with dust. He became jealous. Qabil became jealous on Habil. So here, he did not become jealous. He tried. That's why, if any goodness we look in our sathis, in our companions, in our friends, we should not become jealous. We should, stay with them. So Allah gave this quality in me also. The way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot give me? He can give me also. We ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should find out what kind of quality he has. That's why, he became this person. So Abdullah bin Amr bin As, radiallahu ta'ala, he was very in humbleness, and he tried to, close to him, and he asked, any amal, which is any ibadat, and because you deserve this glad tidings. فقال له سعد رضي الله تعالى عنه لا شيء أكثر مما نعمل جميعا ونعبد. I am ordinary person. all people praying 5 times salat, I am praying 5 times salat. All people, 1 month fasting, siyam, giving zakat. I did this all the thing. I am ordinary guy. Not like I have like more or something like specific. غَيْرَ عَنِّي. There is one specific thing. لَا أَحْمَلُ لِأَحَدٍ مِّنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ ضَغْنًا وَلَا سُوءًا. One thing. Maybe I did not carry any spite of Muslimin and any hatred of Muslimin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us. Heart must be clean. Heart must be clean. It's very important. That's why one person asked Abdullah bin Masud radiyallahu ta'ala, who is Sahaba? Sahaba is who? He didn't say, Sahaba, a lot of they worshipping, they doing ibadat too much. He said, Abarruhum quluban. Their heart is really pure. Heart is pure. Because this heart is maimed. If heart is become dirty, your namaz has become dirty. Your salat is become dirty. Your zikr is become dirty. So he said, I have not specific amal, but one thing, I did not carry any spite or any hatred of Muslimin in my heart. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us. So that's why, we are living among the people. Sometimes we did mistake. So we should not hesitate, directly ask forgiveness. No problem. Allah will raise your rank, inshallah. If anybody make mistake, human being, nobody is angel or nobody is Anbiya alayhi salam. So we should forgive them. There is no third way. There is no third way. The third way is coming from shaitan or nafs. Clean our heart from hatred of the Muslimin. هَذَا هُوَ الْأَسَدُ فِي بَرَاسِنِهِ. This is the lion, the tough, clawed lion, Sayyid Saad ibn Abi Waqas radiyallahu ta'ala. That's why Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu, because of these qualities, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, the great day of Qadisiyah, he assigned him as the Amir of Jaish, Amir of the army and troop. And because he is such a person, innahu mustajabu da'wa, idha sa'ala Allahu nasra ata'hu iyya. He is mustajabu du'a. Whenever he seek help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, suddenly Allah gave him. Wa innahu affu tu'ma. And he was earning halal. Affu lisan. And he protect his tongue. Afu Zamir, and his Zamir, his heart is pure. That's why there is a lot of Sahaba. But among them, Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, he chose who? Sayyidina Saad ibn Waqas radiyallahu ta'ala for the Qadisiyah. Wa innahu wahidum min ahli jannah. He is one of the the Jannati people. And wa innahu al-farisu yawma badrin. He is the horseman the day of Badr. Wal farisu yawma Uhud. He is the horseman in the day of Uhud. Wal farisu fi kulli mashhadin shahidahu ma Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In every single battle which he present with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was the horseman. Wa ukhra la yansaha Umar. Another incident, Umar radiyallahu ta'ala never forget that incident also. And because of that incident, he became really valuable person in the eye of Umar radiyallahu ta'ala. What is that? Because of his firmness in his iman. In his iman with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Umar radiyallahu ta'ala never forget that incident. What happened? When he became Muslim, he accepted Islam. So, his mom, biological mom, she boycott. She said, until Nauzubillah min zalik, you leave the Islam, I will not eat I will not eat, I will not drink. Until you leave the Islam. It's not easy. It's not easy. So, and he made the announcement, among the people, to make him, to melt his heart. So, what happened? She didn't eat. She didn't eat. كل ذلك وسعد لا يبالي ولا يبيع إيمانه ودينه بشيء حتى لو يكون هذا الشيء حياة أمه. This is not easy incident. This is test, very big test, especially with mom. Especially with mom. Your mom is like not eating since a few days, close to die. And people his relatives, they try to make him his heart melt, and so they bring her, near to him, and she looked like very close to die. What happened? So he said, what he said? Allahu Akbar. What he said? تعلمين والله يا أمة لو كانت لك 100 نفس فخرجت نفسا ما تركت ديني هذا بشيء. Oh my mom, please know about that. Please know about that. If you have not one soul, if you have 100 souls, and they are gone one by one before me, I am not ready to leave my deen. Even because of one soul, I am not ready to leave my deen, my iman, because of your soul is going and you are dying. This is istiqamat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us this tawfiq. फकुली इनशेती औला ताकुली, खाना है तो खाओ, नहीं खाना है तो मर जाओ, हमें कोई परवाह नहीं है. If you want to eat, otherwise die. Okay, I'm not care. Then Allahu Akbar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayah. وَإِن جَاهَدَاكَ عَلَىٰ أَن تُشْرِكَ بِي مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. They strive you to put in the shirk. Because they don't know about this, so don't listen to them. Because iman is such a valuable thing. We cannot sacrifice the iman, but we can sacrifice because of iman all the thing. Even our own parents, if they against the iman, we can sacrifice the iman, our parents, but we cannot sacrifice the our iman. فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا. But you don't listen to them. But وَصَاحِبُهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. But you treat them in good, excellent way. أَلَيْسَ هُوَ الْأَسَدُ. So he not deserve to say lion. It's lion. And very tough claw lion. Why? Because he passed in this test. That's why Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he chose him, because he has like this special incident happened before him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a quality, my dear respected brother in Islam. That's why we need to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to learn this quality and ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because what kind of ahwal and condition came to Sahaba is very possible to came to us. So how we deal and solve the way Sahaba did. Sahaba is role model for us. Sahaba is role model for us. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq.